Hey guys, it's Cold Sigma 56 here. I'm on a mission to kill Vorkath every day throughout 2026. Join me on my journey to kill Vorkath. Hey guys, it's Cold Sigma 56 here, back with another Vorkath video. Let's get right in there, okay? Episode 39, I believe. How is everyone doing? I am doing absolutely fantastic. In fact, yesterday I completed Song of the Elves after what felt like a huge hunter grind. I swear, training hunter is not one of my favorite things. And I don't think, I don't know if I see really any incentive to train it past 70. Like, when you really think about it, what incentive is there for a main account to train the hunter past 70? Other than maybe like the achievement diaries? Maybe? But other than that, I really don't know what is the point in a main account training hunter past 70. As far as I know, that's the requirement to do all the quests, and 70 is the one that you need for Song of the Elves. Yeah. Then I did construction training, which was incredibly quick. I just did mahogany tables at my player-owned house, and my goodness, was that quick. Yeah. If you ever do construction, look into mahogany tables at the player-owned house. And you know, after I was done with Song of the Elves the following day, I finished the quest, by the way, at like 3 or 4 a.m. in the night, yeah. So, in the morning, so, yeah, I kind of stayed up late and just did that. You know, I just wanted it out of the way, you know? After what was morning's end part 2, I was like, nah. Like, this puzzle at the Temple of Light, that was not cool. That was not very nice. And then, yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do Song of the Elves, and I'm just gonna get those out of the way now, alright? And I did those, and yeah, it was quite the adventure. And then the following day, which is today, I tried out the corrupted gauntlet and the regular gauntlet, and my god, is the corrupted gauntlet a sweat to do. It is a sweat. So far, I have... Is this me? Yeah, I have 4. Okay, it hasn't updated, but I actually have 5. I think you can see it in the chat here, too. Yeah, there. If you look at the chat, you can see that my corrupted gauntlet kill count is 5. I did 5 corrupted gauntlets, and I did 11 of the normal ones. And really, it is such a sweat to do. It really is a steep learning curve. Much steeper than Vorkath, I think, if you want to do things optimally. And I let me just tell you guys this, okay? Out of those 5 corrupted gauntlet runs that I did, I definitely did not succeed every time I went in there. I maybe did 4 runs for every 1 successful run. That was crazy what was going on there. It really is fun content, don't get me wrong. Like, I find it really fun and really engaging that, you know, they made that kind of piece of content. I don't know if you guys haven't played RuneScape 3, but basically there's a skill in RuneScape 3 called Dungeoneering, and the Corrupted Gauntlet is basically that, you know, it's like a dungeon, you unlock these rooms, and then you gather supplies and gear, and then you fight like this final boss at the end. It's really cool, the design of it all, and yeah, it's really cool. I really like the content visually. It's a neat piece of content. But difficulty-wise, Oh my god, guys. There is so much pressure on you, I feel like, at least in me. I haven't done that many of them, you know, I don't have that many kill counts yet, like I said. So at least for me, you know, I can definitely feel the pressure, especially because you're gonna complete it all in a time limit. It's definitely intense. Yeah. Let's take a divine combat there. Yeah. I'm kind of done with my Vardovis grind for the moment. Definitely want to grind some of that gauntlet. Maybe get the infamous bow. Bofa. That really good bow you can get there. Get from there. Everyone says that it's the GOAT of ranged weapons, and I really want to get that too. I feel like it unlocks a lot of content. Like, you know, when I get that bow, I could do the Leviathan. And, you know, maybe if I get two, you know, if I make some really good money, I could also buy an Emberlight. Yeah, that is what it's called. The sword that you get when you complete While Gothic Sleeps. I've been kind of wanting to get that. And, you know, I did farm 200 Tormented Demons. But those guys are not that exciting to kill at the end of the day. Those guys are definitely not the most exciting piece of content to do, I think. They are fine, but I would much prefer to have some good loot. Like, I would want to have the Emberlight before I would kill them. Like, really grind them, you know? But the issue is that I need the money, and I don't have the money yet. So I gotta grind the money. And that's one of the things why I like having a main account, like playing on a main account too, because if you don't want to grind some specific piece of content, but there is like a piece of gear that you need, then you can just grind other content and get that piece of gear that way. So, you know, you don't have to do some content that you feel like is really painful. You can just do other pieces of content and get the money, you know, for the gear, the equipment piece, and then buy it, which is, well, from the Grand Exchange, which is really nice. I don't really know if I could do an Iron Man, honestly. I don't know if the Iron Life is for me. Excuse me, everyone who is an Iron Man who's listening to this video, watching this, but yeah, I don't know if the Iron Life is really for me. Maybe a hardcore Iron Man, because, you know, that would be exciting, you know? You would have to be on your toes, and, you know, have to watch out for dangers, and yeah. It would be a little bit exciting like that. But to my eyes, I feel like a regular Iron Man is more just like main account, but you just do everything much slower. Like, especially if you're someone who studies or, you know, goes to work and you don't have a lot of time, then I really don't see the difference in an Iron Man and a main. Other than that, you just have to grind for so much longer on your Iron Man to get the piece of gear. And it's not like the grinds are particularly quick on main accounts either, you know, because RuneScape is an MMORPG after all, so all the pieces of content that you can do, the grind sets that you have to go through to get the stuff you want, it's definitely not a quick task. Not a fast one. But anywho's, we are here almost done with our 5th kill. There we go. And let's see what we get. Some Wrath Runes and some coins. One thing that I really love about the Gauntlet minigame too is that you do not lose anything if you die. Unless you are a hardcore man. Hardcore Iron Man. But if you're a main account, you don't lose anything if you die. And I love that. I love that. It's just all pure profit too, because you don't use any of your own supplies to actually do the minigame. Yeah, sorry guys, I was just kind of excited there about the new piece of content unlocked, but this is the price check here. We got 631k for today. This was called Sigma 56 with the Vorkath the Day Keeps the Doctor Away series, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.